And with that thought in mind, that we're going to amplify the sacred in-breath and out-breath, which of course is breathing the divine, we bring forth in full awareness and consciousness of the blessed grace and energy of the Holy Spirit, the divine Shekinah, known as the Shekinah in higher realms. And in this time of the Holy Spirit, in this age of miracles, we are now prepared to open our higher heart of compassion and unconditional love, to come into the holy alignment with the higher parts of ourselves. The recognition of when a sensing of our higher self was given guidance or nudging us, or simply a knowing that higher parts of you exist, whether it be in dream state or sudden flashes of inspiration or anomalies that could not be explained. The movement of the divine in that moment spoke volumes to you. And so no longer in unawareness or unconsciousness, but fully aware and conscious of our choice to align with the Holy Spirit. And what was discussed prior, the spirit of understanding. We think back as we breathe each and every sacred holy in-breath and out-breath, and now know how holy and precious it is. As the divine codes of the Holy Spirit of understanding, simply by our request, simply by knowing what to request, now comes fully online and begins to permeate the very environment we are in. And like a fine mist, it integrates into the oxygen that we breathe in, and it oxygenates all parts of ourselves. This extra light coating of the movement of the Holy Spirit. We simply breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath and know that's all we really need to do. Fully aware and conscious that this divine sacred energy code and grace now flows in simply through the discussion of it and the intention to bring it so. And as we remember who we are as children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten, bring forth skills back, once hidden, dormant, but now coming to light. And so there's a special vibration with this divine spirit of understanding, one of the myriad of gifts that the children of light upon the earth can now remember, align, and integrate with, even in the Adam Kadmon physical body. For the physical body is within the density of the earth, but the consciousness is boundless. And it is in the opening of this consciousness, it is in the remembering of who the children of light are, why they have come, and the differentiance between the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten, or those for the most part have chosen to incarnate to help, separate and apart from the regular reel of karma by unconscious actions. No, indeed, the children of light in their reawakening, a sense of mission and purpose, a sense of their planetary world service becomes the occupying their mind space. In their own way, in only their unique way, each and every plays an intricate role. Indeed, it is some of the most humble, the most quiet, that can move huge energies into a higher sacred alignment with no fanfare, just their everyday higher service to the divine, to the higher parts of themselves. And so we say to you, beloveds, as the reintegration of the Holy Spirit more visibly, more in alignment with choice, begins to move in and through all aspect of your beingness, anchored in the higher heart of compassion and unconditional love, as that is the frequency of the Holy Spirit. And each and every sacred holy in-breath and out-breath aligns you with this frequency of the most brilliant light beyond earthly description, moving and living, and the only way to describe it as best we can is the brilliance of a white light not of the earth, but from the highest celestial realms of light. And see, sense, and know that this recognition, this light code, the spirit of understanding to remember clearly without distortion who you are and where from the ancient of days, from the Shambhala worlds and many other worlds where the children of light have come from, diverse and dispersed throughout the multiverse, to be in this now moment, to bring with them the skills that has always been there, now to be activated as they move into their crucial roles that only they can do. And as the children of light find one another and resonant souls, combine their lights together, combines their intentions, all in a cohesiveness of unconditional service of love to all humanity. A singularity of intention and a thought form so powerful from the higher Azalith rule begin to anchor more closely to the resonant field of the very earth herself, because of the children of light that are holding this field. And so the higher heart of compassion and unconditional love, cultivating that deep within the heart, the seat of the sacred soul, to be the sacred temple, the inner temple of that flame that cannot be extinguished, that flame that says now is the time for that flame to expand and to grow. Indeed, as that flame expands and grows, beginning to tether, connect, and integrate with the higher parts of the spiritual self, from the soul to the spirit, and from the spirit into the higher celestial realms of light, anchoring within each and every breath the Shambhala worlds, the balanced worlds, the worlds of peace, the crystalline worlds, the great paradise worlds, holding these frequencies of cosmic memory with each and every sacred in-breath and out-breath of the Holy Spirit and the Spirit of understanding, coursing in through the oxygenated blood, moving and pumping through the physical body, aligning with the mental and also with the emotional bodies, creating a field of higher frequency codes, embodying the very space of where you breathe, moving beyond that space. For this light, this frequency cannot be contained. And as you hold it with each and every breath, in and out, as it anchors into the higher heart of compassion and unconditional love, this radiance beyond description in an earthly world brings its frequency nonetheless through the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten. And by their intention and their love for higher service, the love for the divine, the love that says, I want to complete and do all that I said I would do. In my love of the divine, in my highest service, in this now moment, their heart radiates through the Holy Spirit, the divine white, brilliant light beyond description that moves not only throughout the world of the physical, mental, and emotional expressions, but beyond that into the multi-layered dimensional frequencies, dimensions, and the various expressions of the one divine. So the sacred in-breath and out-breath is holy, sacred, and precious, for it moves the spirit of understanding of the Holy Shekinah. It moves through the element of air, and it moves through the entire globe of the sacred earth. It penetrates deeply into her body, into the soil, into the plant kingdom, and into the roots. It moves into the crevices and the depths of the earth. It moves through all life forms that reside within the earth. It moves into the crystal core and the great guardians. And it is this light that the great guardians begin to move and stir. For it is a frequency that they do recognize from the higher realms. And so there is a recognition of this energy that's being anchored through the children of light. And so we breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath. And we move the sacred in-breath and out-breath. Its movement is the movement of the Holy Spirit. And as it moves throughout the earth and the inner core, it moves upon the surface. It moves within the root systems of the great plant kingdom. It moves into the matrices of crystalline beings, moving with the Spirit in the re-remembering of the highest alignment of the celestial realms of light, and so they vibrate even higher, more pure and more clear. And each and every single in-breath and out-breath moves into the animal kingdom. And as it moves into the animal kingdoms of these souls, there is a healing and an alignment that takes place. And the remembering of the relationships, the symbiotic relationships of all the kingdoms, that of the human and animal, the sacred, holy, and divine, now becomes back online in its sacred memory, its sacred purpose, and its sacred mission. And so we breathe the collective in-breath and out-breath, holding this sacred container of the Holy Spirit and the spirit of understanding that all beings can remember and come out of the dream to wake up once again into who they are, into the true reality. And as each and every holy sacred in-breath and out-breath is inhaled and exhaled, we clearly see this white light that has moved as a sacred mist begin to come and clump in the area of the pituitary gland, the hypothalamus, and the pineal. Cave of Brahma, this triangulation begins to shift and move and radiate to the higher frequencies of the higher self, that one's cosmic memory and cosmic abilities begin to align to come online. And in this sacred moment, we choose here now that we continue this integration process not only within ourselves, but we, with each beating of the heart, continue to send out this white light of the Holy Spirit through unconditional love and compassion to all life upon the earth, even as our body sleeps. We put forth this intention now. Ruach HaKodesh, Ruach HaKodesh, Ruach HaKodesh, Leo Shekinah. And as if we could stay in this perfect balance and anchored peace forever, we know that there is work to be done. And so the thought of the return now comes. And with that, the most radiant beings begin to draw in their electromagnetic field that have helped to create this sacred space. We know to draw in our electromagnetic field and to draw in the energies, to begin to step down the energies for us to be fully into our body and anchored and balanced in the sacred earth. So on the count of 3, we will intend to be back, awake, and alert. 1, 2, take a deep breath in. And 3, we are back, awake, alert, and we are grounded.